Hey guys, Doyle here with Doyle's Basement Records. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing well. It's Friday, probably. Anywhere between the 11 and 11:30 mark. I really didn't look at the clock before. This episode's gonna be about kind of talking about cassettes, and then I'm gonna talk and show you what I got for this. What I picked up today. But first, say I'm playing one of my top 50 favorite albums of all time. Robert Plant and Allison Cross, Rising Sand. Phenomenal album. If you have not listened to it, please check this album out, guys. So good. But other than that, why don't you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, please. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know if I suck or if I'm doing alright. And remember, if you're looking for perfection and quality and editing, unfortunately, this just might not be for you guys. So might as well just hit that back button, guys. But for the rest of you, I appreciate it. But other than that, I think let's get started. Alright, let's talk about some cassettes for a few, huh? So, I'm going to start off with my first cassette that I remember. I remember getting my first ever cassette was The Wall of Flowers. I think it's like One Headlight. I do own that on LP. I know that's the, let me turn this down a little bit. Oop. I know one of the big songs on that is called One Headlight, but I'm not for sure if that was the correct name for the album title. But it's the one with the black cover with the stars. Bob Dylan's son, Jacob Dylan, which I think I like the Wallflowers, and I even like some of his solo stuff. Anyways, we're getting off topic. That was my first, that was my first cassette. And I always thought cassettes were super cool for some reason. Even cooler looking than the CDs. I don't know why. Ever since I was a kid, and I didn't own that many cassettes either. My dad did. My dad owned everything, man. He used to have a shitload of records. He even gave me some, but he sold a lot. But then he still has a pretty big CD collection. I'd say I'm so bad at looking at someone's collection and I'm kind of guessing. I would say anywhere between like that 350 to 500 CDs at least. And then I remember growing up, he had a big cassette collection too. Which his cassettes could probably go anywhere from just like, man, 200 to 300, and those are the ones that were actual bands. And I'm not counting all the like mix and you know how you would make your own mixtapes back in the day. I know if any of you folks like, well, mixtape, what the fuck is that? Yeah, we used to have to. We used to have to make our own mixtapes, and back then, man, it was a lot harder to do. You had to play it on my CD or and kind of record that track, then go to the next CD and record that track, or even worse, do that shit from the radio. Oh man, yeah. But my dad, it was cool. He always had a really cool like music set. He doesn't anymore. He always had real nice like Martez, and then he had some Kenwoods. He still has he used to take pictures of everything, so I get to see when he ever finds some of these pictures. He gets to he gets to show me like kind of his setups from all the different decades. And yeah, my dad had like top of the line. You can tell he spent his money on that and on the guitars. But let's talk about like cassettes are kind of not really coming back, but slightly just coming back. As you even saw in the what was it? The record store day. A few new cassettes. Like I even bought a Pearl Jam cassette just because. Like I said, I'm not a diehard cassette. I'm really kind of. I just really like the look in it. For like some of the old like hip hop and rap ones are great. That's what I've been kind of into. But we bought at the store. We bought, man, this is probably 6-8 weeks ago. We bought a big collection. Had quite a bit of vinyl too, and then he probably had about 45 to 65 really good cassettes. A lot of grunge, Tom Petty, just like some really good ones. great albums too. And I looked at them all before like we put them on the shelves, and I even looked at them that day when we put them on the shelves. I'm like, they'll be. And I kind of looked like again in a week, and man, everything was picked through. Like I was really upset I didn't get some of those Alice in Chains ones and Pearl Jam and some of those Tom Petty's. Like I was like, God, if I didn't think they were gonna go that fast. And then lately I've been spending a little bit more time like looking at the cassette area. And man, they are, at least from our store in Kansas City, we're not selling like 50 or so a day or whatnot, but man, yeah, people are buying cassettes. Just from like our little selection, because we probably have, I don't know, a couple hundred or so, and then we even have some higher end ones in like some of the display case, a bunch of the hip hop ones that are worth quite a bit of money. I'm just curious, guys. Like I said, I'm in Kansas City. Let me know if like people in your states or wherever you're from at your shop, if you've noticed any cassettes like kind of moving a little bit. Like I said, I'm not talking about any crazy movement, but just a lot more than I was expecting since I've been paying attention to it. I definitely want to add the look. I've always loved the look, like I said. Even the CDs. Like I remember like watching, seeing Frasier as a kid. Even though I never watched it, or didn't really enjoy watching. I remember it was always in the background because my mom and sister liked it. But when he was always at work with all the cassettes in the background, man, I thought that shit was cool. And that's what I'm kind of going for. And there was a guy, oh man. It's like Hoffman, Mr. Hoff, he does, dude, the music room is intense. Like how he has his records, his equipment, all the thousands of CDs, and then the thousands of cassettes all lined up. Fucking dope. He has the best intro to any of the let's see. Out of all the vinyl community, some people have the editing and whatnot, he definitely does. His is definitely the best. It's going through his collection. I'll have to, maybe next video I can remember exactly. It's like Hoffman something. He's got maybe like 7,000 or 8,000 subscribers, but he's been doing it for a while. And man, yeah, he's cursed as just as I am, in the good way, I should say, in that, it was kind of like that Michael Jordan thing, he's just as cursed as I am, about winning, but in our case, about with music and LPs, but oh yeah, he shatters me. Like I said, that first like 30 seconds for his intro for his show is unreal. But all right, that's what I just want to kind of talk about the cassettes at first. Like I said, leave me in the comment section. Let me know if you're into cassettes at all. I actually picked up some cassettes. Like I said, I'm not going too crazy. I think I'll spend a few bucks on them, but I said I'm not going crazy on them. I definitely want more, that's for sure. Alright, we're going to go with the first one. I got Eazy-E. It's on the 18th Killer. Man, yeah. I'm not going to scoot up. I'm sorry. But man, it's him pouring out a 40. I'm a big Eazy-E fan. Have been since kind of got introduced to NWA. And the next one, Snoop Dogg, Murder Was the Case That They Gave Me. I didn't know we had this one as well, man. I was pretty stunned because we've gotten some pretty good hip-hop ones in lately, so I had to grab that. Another one, Ice-T's Power. Yes. I'm an Ice-T fan across the board, so that means musician, actor, and a person. I think he's great, man. He's cool as shit. He seems like he'd be really fun to hang out with. Real laid back. Oh yeah, that was Ice-T's Power. Oh, I guess I'll try and zoom up a little bit. Oh. Alright, yeah, that wasn't fun. Alright, Heavy D and the Boys. Yes. Album's going big time. Not a bad ticket on this, but this was only $1. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, look what I found. Me, myself, and was it me, myself, and Vinyl and I, or something like that? I do apologize. Actually, no, I don't have that written down anymore. Um, Dave Matthews Crash. We were just talking about that album. If you're listening, you were saying how you were a pretty big Dave Matthews fan, and saying how great this album was. Before I got in vinyl, I saw this on cassette, so I'm actually going to be listening to this either tonight, tomorrow, possibly Sunday. Don't know exactly. I'm gonna finish this album up and then I'll go from there. But yes, found that on cassette. I saw those, like, holy shit, that's what he was talking about. Had to grab it. All right, REM's Out of Time. I'm a pretty decent REM fan. I like Michael Stipe. I know the last thing was in Kurt Cobain's CD player was an REM CD, and Michael Stipe was trying to get him from out of Seattle into someplace in California, I believe. Could be a different state. Been wrong before. Because they wanted to do like a project together, like an album, and he was trying. Kurt said he kept promising a certain day, like, yeah, I promise I'll be there. Broke the promise, and then we all kind of know what happened. And he was just Michael Stipe said he was trying to get him out of that funk. They said, so I don't know, man. There's certain people that think, Kurt definitely killed himself. Other people don't. It's. Do you feel like he was? I've heard he was suicidal. Like he even said because of his stomach aches, he thought he was suicidal. But then when he finally got the right prescription, his stomach wasn't hurting for a while, and he was the best he's ever felt. But all right, we're done. I'm gonna do a whole episode on Kurt because I'm not gonna talk about on this. I can go on for a little bit. Another just $1 one. Foreigner. Which one was this? Oh, just records. Foreigner Records. Yep. All right, so yeah, I got a few. Got a few of these. All right, on with some LPs. I picked up a Marilyn Manson Portrait of the American Family. This was an import that someone returned because the labels were wrong, and that was it. That's fine. If I would have bought this person, I wouldn't even known. So this one was already open. Is a colored vinyl. You know how I am about my colored vinyls. I am a sucker for them. Very, very happy. I'm a visual person as well as hearing or listening. I want to look at, I like looking at something nice. All right. Picked up Mud Honey. Where's my knife? Let's open this bad boy up. I haven't listened to this album for a bit. Man. I would say every bit of a decade. Yeah, I'd say right in there. Sorry it took me for so long. I was really thinking. I'm like, man, what? It could be even longer. I definitely think it's longer too now. Yeah, I think it's way more than a decade. All right, man. Colored vinyl, Mud Honey. That's what's up. All right. Go Bardell. The only reason I know this band is they opened up for Primus. I think I was just talking about that, how I got introduced to them because they were playing. Him and Primus came out and they did a Tom Waits song, that was like my favorite thing they did to that live concert. And then like a few months later, I got introduced to Tom Waits and I heard that song big in Japan that Tom Waits did. I was like, holy shit, that was them. They did that, they did a cover before I even knew of Tom Waits. And this was just someone. I didn't special order this. We didn't either. Someone just sold a collection, got it in there. I got it for $20. So I've never listened to a whole Gogol Bordello album. I do know a few songs. Your Country, or actually no, yeah, Your Country, and then The Ultimate, which is the one I'm most familiar with, which isn't a bad song. We'll see. I gotta be in the right mood for this band too. This isn't. It's a very different band. Like, they were fun live. Um, I'm kind of surprised I still picked it up. This is probably now one of those albums I'd probably listen to once and probably I'll never listen again. To be honest, that's how I'm feeling on this one. Like that song Ultimate, like I said, it's not bad. It's just music's different. But I don't. When I saw it, just I had that sentimental value because when the first time I saw Primus, now like I said they were opening, and that was one of the best shows of my life. Seeing Primus, Les Claypool, phenomenal bass player. I know his singing's very weird, but if you listen to Frizzle Fry, that album, and if you can, I grew into his voice, so it doesn't bother me anymore. And some people are some weird dudes who are real big Primus fans. It was an interesting crowd. I felt like I was the most normal one there. At least look wise, I should say. My God. Yeah, phenomenal bass player, great drummer, like around the board. Like seriously, the guitar, drummer, and the bass are all phenomenal. Check them out on some YouTube, man. One of my favorite songs is called Too Deafy, Laws of Tradition. Great song. But yeah, like I said, I just got this for sentimental value, pretty much. Just because Primus is probably one of the best shows I've ever seen, so I just wanted to get that. Because I saw him twice. Second time was just as good. It was just as good, but the first time the track list was better. At least the songs that they picked I enjoyed more than the second. Alright, Rage Against the Machine live, June 17th, I believe in 1955. This is another import. Hey, look at that. The white. Yes. And I've been a Rage Against the Machine fan probably since middle school. Love them in Audioslave. I kind of followed this band wherever. Especially when they kicked out Zach, and like I said, they started Audioslave with Chris Cornell. But for Rage Against the Machine, Battles of Los Angeles was my first Rage Against the Machine album I ever listened to from them, and it's still my favorite to this day. I know a lot of people pick Evil Empire, which I love as well, but Battle of Los Angeles, man, that's my favorite album. But all right, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this little episode. I appreciate it, and remember, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Please leave me in the comment section. Let me know if I suck, if I'm doing all right for you guys. But other than that, I appreciate it, and have a good rest of your evening.